Now I want to make a deal with all of you before we even get into today's video. You the viewer, you have a responsibility. So as soon as we get this video to 30 likes, I don't care if you do it in 5 minutes, I don't care if you do it in an hour, I don't care if you do it in 6, but as soon as you get this video to 30 likes, we will go ahead and drop on the spot the next Showdown video. So you have the responsibility to hit that like button. If you're new here, make sure you hit that red subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. Follow me on all social medias at Blademiss, same way it's spelled on the YouTube channel username. And make sure you click on the channel, click on the community tab, and you also pay attention to that because I do end up posting a lot of updates there and also polls that allow you all to vote on future video ideas. Now, what we're going to be talking today about is going to be the AL West Team Affinity Rewards, how to draft best if you're skipping towards the boss, and also how to face Justin Verlander in a way that will give you an over 75% win rate, in my opinion, because that's what I currently have against him. But of course, depending on your skill set, it will differ. So we start off with the Los Angeles Angels. Their team affinity reward is, to me, the best team affinity reward out of all 30 teams, and you're getting yourself Shohei Ohtani, 4 great pitches, great speed differentials, and best of all, you got a hitter at the 9th spot for your pitcher. So what more could you really ask for? There's not much. And then right after that, we're going to the Oakland Athletics, and they have themselves a first baseman that goes by the name of Matt Olsen. This is currently the next team affinity reward that we're going to unlock. And just like Adam Dunn, he has great power against right-handers, and unlike Adam Dunn, he has great power against left-handers as well, and he's a great defender. So what more could you possibly ask for at a first base? You get power, you get defense. The speed is lacking, but you don't really need speed at first base at the end of the day. We go to they have themselves Kyle Seager, not the best third baseman in terms of team affinity rewards, but if you're a Seattle Mariners fan, I don't know why you wouldn't go for the guy, especially how easy it is to get the vouchers by beating the AL West. I'm pretty sure that you can go ahead and do this in about an hour and 30 minutes, maybe even less every single time. And then we go to the man that everybody fears when he steps up in the plate. That's going to be Joey Gallo. Since regular season games aren't happening anytime soon, you're going to want to get this team affinity. And as you work your way up to Hall of Fame and Legend, you would want someone that doesn't have a dead bat whenever they hit the ball. You need this Joey Gallo on your team. To me, the second best team affinity reward out of all 30 teams. And then last but not least, we have someone that I think could definitely be in the conversation for top 5 team affinity rewards. I actually debated for a really long time whether or not I wanted him or Gleyber Torres, but I decided to take Gleyber because Gleyber is an all-around better power hitter against both left-handers and right-handers. Carlos Correa is a better power hitter against right-handers, but a better contact hitter against left-handers. His defense is amazing, and his speed is also pretty good as well. So you can't go wrong with either Gleyber or Carlos Correa. I decided to go with Gleyber instead. But all 5 options, the only one that's a little underwhelming is Kyle Seager, but the AL West is definitely the showdown that you want to go ahead and knock out, because I believe you can use 4 out of the 5 players that you get for the team affinity rewards. And real quick, briefly, how do you go ahead and unlock these players? Well, each time you beat the team affinity or showdown, what you get is 5 vouchers. Each voucher is going to be 4 points, so you're going to get 20 points per run that you go ahead and defeat the final boss. So 20 points, you're going to have to do it 3 times, and then you'll have a surplus of 10 points or 2 vouchers, and then you can put that on the next player that you're working on, and that's basically how you go ahead and unlock the faces of the franchises. But enough of the chit chat, let's go ahead into the draft, and then let's get into some gameplay. Now when it comes to the draft, you're going to get 1 diamond round, 1 gold round, 3 silvers, and 3 bronzes. 1 silver perk, 1 bronze perk. Now you're going to waste the silver round every single draft, regardless of whether you want to or not, on pitching. Now when it comes to the diamond rounds, you want to be very careful with someone like Joey Gallo, because he has the ability to pop up in the second round, which is the gold round. And if he's the only hitter available, then you just wasted your diamond pick, because you can't pick him up for the gold as well and get 2 Joey Gallos in your lineup. So essentially you wasted either your diamond pick or your gold pick. Most likely going to be wasting your diamond pick, since you could have picked up a better hitter and still have gotten a good enough Joey Gallo in the gold version. When it comes to Kyle Seager, it's a little bit more reasonable to take him, because his card is a silver, and usually for the silver rounds you have 4 hitters, except for that one round where you get 4 pitchers. Here I'm gonna take Joey Gallo, and hopefully he doesn't appear in the second round. So imagine this was Joey Gallo instead of Carlos Correa. We would have just absolutely wasted that diamond pick. Or imagine it was either diamond Carlos Correa or diamond Kyle Seager, and we picked Carlos Correa and then have gotten Carlos Correa again. We would have absolutely just wasted that diamond pick. So whenever it's something like that, I suggest that you don't pick the diamond and you pick the next hitter with the best attributes against right-handers. We got lucky, but sometimes you won't always catch the break. It's up to you. If you're always lucky and you feel like you, then hey, don't let me stop you. After that, we're facing Justin Verlander. It's on veteran difficulty. You go after whoever has the highest power versus right-handers every single time. And then when it comes to the bronze rounds, there are always 3 players you want to have on your team: Chris Davis, Daniel Vogelbach, and last but not least, Jason Castro. Now, if they don't appear during the draft, then you 100% better hope and pray that some way, somehow, they either appear in your lineup or on your bench, because it happens to me all the time. Now here, unfortunately, but fortunately at the same time, we do not get either of the two. So hopefully that increases our chances of actually getting them when it comes to the bench or inside the starting lineup, especially since we're missing a center fielder. Hopefully we get either Odor or Calhoun for second base, and then if we're lucky, we get Cargo as well on the bench. Now for the perks, you want to pick the perk that's going to help you out the most throughout the entire game. Jumpstart is a great perk. If it's a fat pitch, the first pitch, I'm going to go ahead and try to crush it every single time. When it rains, it's never going to work, because as soon as you start winning, the game is over. The showdown is done. You beat it. And then Lifeline, it will only work with 2 outs. So whenever you have 2 outs remaining, that's when that perk will start working. So go after whichever perk you know will pop up the most. This will pop up every first pitch. And then I would have loved to have seen Defibrillator, because it's basically Jumpstart, except it procs 3 times in an at-bat. Instead, we'll take Ice Water and Veins, because that's the next perk that can go ahead and help us out the most, especially if we follow the method of taking 2 strikes. So first things get this. Go always into manage perks, because that's the fastest and easiest thing to do. Looking at our bench, we got ourselves Willie Calhoun. I'm happy with that. And we got ourselves Odor, so I'm happy with that as well. Todd Frazier, he's a great hitter. I like him a lot. And first thing we're going to replace is the catcher with Chris Davis. Justin Upton, I think I'm going to replace Todd Frazier with him. Now we're going to look at our bench, see who has the highest power versus right, which is most likely going to be Todd Frazier. And now we know that he's going to be coming in for the pitcher to hit. So leading it off for us is going to be Joey Gallo. You always want to have your best hitter leading it off. And then after that, Carlos Correa. Hitting third, we'll probably have Odor. Does he have better power than Calhoun? Yes, he does. But does he have better contact? No, he doesn't. So we'll actually have Calhoun there. Then after that, Chris Davis has the best power out of anyone on this team. Odor can hit 6, followed by Upton, followed by Seth Brown, by Haniger. Well, actually, let's make 2 righties go back to back. And then we're going to have a lefty, and then Todd Frazier is going to be a righty. So I'm fine with that. Now, when it comes to facing Justin Verlander, you have to first look at the difficulty. It's on veteran difficulty, so it's going to be easier to do than most of the other showdowns. Still, 16 runs and 20 outs is not an easy task by any means. So therefore, you have to evaluate your skill set, and you have to say to yourself, which strategy or Am I putting the controller down until 2 strikes to waste his stamina and his confidence, therefore later on in the game benefiting me more? Or am I going to go ahead and try to start perk to the best of my ability early on and try to square up some pitches? Now, if you're not the best hitter in the world, then I suggest you go ahead and wait for 2 strikes, tear down his confidence, tear down his stamina, and then you'll be good to go. Me, on the other hand, I can usually read Justin Verlander pretty well, and I can usually hit in Minute Maid Park pretty well as well. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to be aggressive and try to get this done as soon as possible. But it's important, once again, to be self-disciplined and not get ahead of yourself and be overly aggressive. Let's go ahead, jump into this, and get you guys some gameplay. Now, one thing I forgot to mention, but it is very important. There's a meme where you get yourself into your gaming position, your try-hard position. You want to do that instantly here because you have no outs to waste and you want to make sure you're crushing everything. So let me get into my gaming position right now. Slider 12-6 changeup. That's how we wanted to start things off, with the fastball right down the middle that we were early on, or else it would have been a home run. Wow, that would have been absolutely crushed, but we needed this perk. Alright, we'll take the walk, get a runner on base, bring up Carlos Correa, who has a cheat code swing and is even better against right-handers. Anything to hit first pitch, I'm going for it. Anything to hit, I said I was going for it. I believe in my ability, or not that I believe in my ability. That might be the wrong wording. I know I'm capable of every single first pitch against someone I can read so well. Here, I believe it's Willie Calhoun. Look. Whenever there is a runner on first, I suggest you lay off of low pitches unless you got 2 strikes. Now you might be asking, why would I do that? Well, most of the times it's an automatic ground ball double play. Nice little 12-6 there. Read it well. Unfortunately, right at the center field, that's going to give us runners on the corners. So here we take the strike to get ourselves ice water and veins to appear. We got to be smart here. So now we got a boost to hitting. If it's anywhere close, I have to crush it. I have to crush it. Look, Chris Davis has great power. That's the only reason that's not a fly ball. And we had the hitting boost. With Odor, anything close to the strike zone, I'm swinging. Never mind. If he gives us 2 strikes here, I'll be happier than just taking a walk automatically. But let's just have a good at-bat. Forget about everything else. See the pitch, hit the pitch. Good curveball there. I knew it could have went the other way. I'm just really lucky that the first baseman didn't get in an animation where he jumped up or he just snagged it. Hey, that's dropping. We pulled it 100%, but it's dropping. Not the best pitch to chase instantly. We didn't have bad PCI placement, or it's not even water in veins. I'm pretty sure it's ice in veins. I don't know why I keep saying water. Alright, so we get walked regardless. I would have cried. If Carlos Correa would have made that catch, I would have cried. We're not going to test his arm. That's one thing you never do in this showdown. Never test Carlos Correa's arm. Never test the fielder's arm. Because in this game mode, defense has to be amplified. I kid you not. Why I say that, you might ask? Well, these are common fielders that should be getting bumps and just not fielding the ball as cleanly or having as accurate throws, especially Jordan Alvarez. But as soon as you enter this game mode, he becomes Harrison Bader. I kid you not. 2-2 count. We're showing great discipline here. We got to get a double at least. That should have been a home run. I don't know how you want me to hit the ball. I felt like the way I hit that ball right there, and look at the cannon from George Springer. Holy cow. But I felt like I hit that ball exactly where you wanted to hit it, especially with the lefty. I regret not swinging at that. That was a home run pitch. I just felt like it would have been a grounder. We have Odor next. So Chris Davis getting walked wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. But why get walked when you can ground out into a double play swinging early on a slider instead of sitting back and absolutely crushing it? I guess my eyes lit up once I saw it. But we were very early. But now we got the perk, so that's good. That has to be a shot. Not sure if it's gone, but it's definitely dropping. Ground rule double. That's perfect, actually. That is absolutely destroyed. Are you kidding me? Like, yeah, we drive in a run, but we sacrificing out doing so on a pitch that should have easily been over the wall. We got to get Seth Brown on base. That's going to be a double, or should be a double, but you're never too sure. I'm going to be pushing it, though. You don't want to push it. He threw it to the cutoff man. I did not expect that. So that was a risk that could have easily not paid off, but I was scared that Todd Frazier would ground out. So I was willing to take the risk. So instead of grounding out, he's going to line out on a perfect. Right in the middle of the PCI too. The great thing about having someone like Gallo is he doesn't need perks to be amazing. He's just amazing being Gallo. Oh, that's hitting off the wall? Oh, I thought it was hitting off the wall. That was made for it to give me. That was such a weird animation. I thought it was hitting off the wall because of the way that Michael Brantley went. That should drop in there. Listen, if he would have made a diving play, I would have went crazy. And I don't doubt he could have made a diving play there. With Calhoun, we need to crush something here. He's 0 for 2. He needs to turn it around right here, right now. That's a great fastball outside. Can't be a double play, though. That's the one thing it can't be here. That's crushed. I don't think it's catchable, but you never know. So that's why I was hesitant to actually send him past second base. Because every single runner counts, and every single out counts as well. Chris Davis. Let me adjust my glasses because I need a home run here. We could have won Apple Taco. We could have. With runners on third and second, there is one rule to this. Never hit a pop-up in the infield. I'd rather foul tip it all. Did that hit me in the face? Oh, wait. Can we see the replay on that? Hold up, guys. I just want to know where it hit me. Oh, it hit me on my elbow guard. I thought it hit me in the face and he just had no reaction at all. I was like, wow. We don't even have the Nerves of Steel perk. And look at that. Perfect on an outside fastball. That's what we could have done with Chris Davis. And that's why I regretted not swinging at that first pitch. Because I knew what I could have done. I just didn't end up doing it. Now, we can be a little bit more relaxed. Because we got 11 outs to go. We still want to finish it as soon as possible. But now that we got 11 outs to go, I can be a little bit more relaxed. I don't have to be as selective. Let's crush one here. Wasn't a strike. With Seth Brown, kid you not, watch this be a double play. Thankfully, we were late. Because if we weren't late, we were going to be early. And we were 100% rolling over. What did I say? I said, watch this be a double play. How did I know it was going to be a double play? Because I kid you not, it's a script. Like, there's nothing MLB The Show can come out and tell me that would make me believe that they don't have a script in place that says whenever they have a runner on first base, make the probability of them scoring a pitch and getting a double play a lot higher. Even though we still got 8 outs, I want to get this done right now. I don't want to take chances. Why didn't I drop my PCI there? Just a tad more. Good slider outside. Good check swing. Carlos Correa, let's finish this off here. Anytime you find yourself in a little bit of a funk, we've gotten 5 straight outs. I suggest, I'm not going to do it personally because I'm recording, but I suggest that you go ahead, pause the game, get yourself a glass of water, take a quick 30-second stroll, reset your mind, forget about all the previous at-bats, and say, okay, we're down 1, we just need to score 1, put it on the line, say there's a others on the line, and then do your thing. Let's go. That was a strike? Okay. Told you guys, just reset them. Alright, I might have been a little too cocky there. I thought that was a home run 100% of the way. Now, another very important lesson. When it's the game-winning run, you want speed on the base paths. So, we're bringing Anderson Tejada, 76 speed as a speed Willie Calhoun has. We can't take a close play at home. We need to move the runner over. That was 100% a pop-up if it would have went fair. Right down the middle. Now imagine if I would have only gotten a single. Just imagine that. It would have been a ground ball double play. Odor finishes it off. I couldn't even speak correctly. That's how happy and relieved I was. But that's how you beat this, basically. Now let's go ahead and exchange the vouchers. Show you all what you have to do. So this will be the screen after you go ahead and beat it. As you guys can see, you got 5 vouchers. And yes, I might have said beat it instead of beat it. The accent kicks in sometimes. Give me a break. So each voucher, it's gonna be 4 points for your, I believe it is Team Affinity. So whichever team you're doing, you're gonna have a total of 20 points. 3 runs gives you the Team Affinity, unless you want to go into March to October, or you want to do exchanges or something along those lines. But since I'm no money spent and the only stubs I spend is on packs for content, then I'm going to go ahead and do as many runs as I need to. So, doing the math, I've gotten 50, 50, and then 50. That's 150. If we divide that by 20, that means that I've beaten them at least 8 times. So, I'm pretty experienced when it comes to the AL West, and I can probably give you guys the best advice, which is 100% what I did just now. So, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button so we can get the next Showdown guide out on the spot if you guys really want it. 30 likes and we will get it out. Make sure you hit that red subscribe button, especially if you did end up enjoying today's content. And also make sure you go ahead and follow me on all social medias at BladeMiss. Turn on the notification bell and go ahead and click on the channel, click on the community tab, and make sure to interact with me there as well. As always, have a blessed day and night. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed, take care of your elders, but stay away from them if you're feeling sick. Wash your hands, and as always, much love to the Loyalty family. Y'all have a special place in my heart, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Hopefully we can fix these little sync issues when it comes to audio and video for good, so I don't have to redo videos 10 times in order to finally get it down and working as effectively as it should.